This afternoon, I'm laying out my plan to ensure that the United States will be the crypto capital of the planet and the Bitcoin superpower of the world, and we'll get it done.
Now, that speech has capped a complete about-face of the former president's stance towards an asset class he's considered in the past a, quote, crime-riddled scam while he was in office. Now, the former president was speaking at the Bitcoin 2024 conference in Nashville over the weekend. It's a really interesting dynamic to fold in U.S. politics and crypto. Who better to do it than Emily Nicolle, who joins us now. Emily, walk us through this journey, which I think is an interesting a way to put it. How did we get here? Why did he kind of change his mind?
So while Trump was in office, he was an outspoken critic of crypto. He thought it had no value. He thought it was a criminal enterprise. And it has all changed now, nearly 10 years later since he first entered. Bitcoin now is a key part of what the Trump campaign sees as its appeal to innovation, its appeal to technology. It's got a lot of entrepreneurs on its side. A lot of crypto CEOs have come out in favor of Trump. And what he's promising them is the thing that they most want, which is to fire the SEC chair, Gary Gensler. Crypto CEOs think that Gensler has been a staunch advocate for putting traditional regulation onto crypto, something they think doesn't fit. And so key to that tie to Trump is to get rid of Gensler on day one, something he probably doesn't actually have powers to do, but nevertheless, he has promised to do.
What is the potential political upside for the Trump campaign from this? I mean, how widespread is there? A big enough kind of Bitcoin and crypto industry to actually make a difference in the margins when it comes to the numbers, political numbers for the Trump campaign? What's in it for them on this?
Yeah, it's a great point because crypto itself is a $2-point-something now trillion industry. Not that huge if you think about it in comparison to things like commodities or oil or stocks, but it does have a lot of political sway. The super PACs that have been raised by crypto companies have got millions and millions of dollars under their belt. They're distributing them to bipartisan campaigns, but Trump is by far the campaign that outwardly crypto industry thinkers prefer the most. And so there's a lot of dollars floating around that he can earn as a fundraising point. Trump on stage in Nashville on Saturday was talking about how many millions of dollars he's raised since accepting Bitcoin directly to his campaign. And so there's a lot of potential for him to win money there. There are also some voters as well. If you listen to Coinbase, which is a big crypto exchange, they've been doing some research and they have a massive campaign around just the power of the voter base that crypto can command. But, it's the dollars that really matter here.
Has there been reaction from the crypto industry itself?
So on Saturday, there was obviously a lot of demand and kind of pent-up excitement for Trump going on stage. The Bitcoin was making a lot of kind of volatility moves in the gear up to that. And since then, as you said earlier at the start of this, Bitcoin's now at a 6-week high. It's definitely done well since Trump was on stage. So the industry in general, in terms of pricing, they're receiving this positively. However, there were also some other dissenters who on social media platforms like X were saying, I'm not all that convinced by what Trump had to say. So it definitely it could have gone either way. But in terms of the actual asset class and whether or not it's bouncing, it is. So mostly, I guess you could say they've accepted it as a positive.